You can love your parent deeply and still live too far away to notice the small changes happening at home. Maybe your parent is here in Edmonton and you are in another city, another province, or even another country. You call and they say, "I'm fine," but something in their voices makes you wonder if they really are fine. And suddenly you're trying to make care decisions from a distance with only some pieces of the picture. In this video, I want to talk about how to manage a parent's care from another city without feeling like you're constantly guessing. By the end, you will know what kind of communication and local support system to look for so that you can stay involved even when you cannot be there in person. I am Sherry Gibson-Walters, certified professional consultant on aging and founder of Harmony Caregiving here in Edmonton. At Harmony, we often speak with adult children who are trying to care for a parent from afar. And one of the first things I want them to hear is this: living far away does not mean that you're letting them down. Long-distance caregiving can feel hard to name because so much of it happens in your mind. You may not be there making meals or helping with the daily routines, but your attention is still pulled toward your parent. A quiet part of you is always listening for change, trying to read between the lines of a phone call and wondering whether everything at home is really okay. And that is still care. It takes energy to coordinate from a distance. It takes energy to make decisions without the full picture. And over time, that constant uncertainty can become exhausting. This is why guilt can show up so quickly. Even when you are doing your best, distance can still make it feel like you should be doing more, seeing more, noticing more, and somehow preventing more. Over time, that guilt can become heavy, especially when you're trying to make decisions without the full picture. This is why guilt can show up so quickly. Even when you are doing everything you can from a distance, it may still feel like you should be there. But distance is not the same as neglect. Many families are spread out now. Adult children may live in different provinces. Siblings may be balancing work, children, travel, and their own health. So the situation may not be simple, but the guilt often makes it feel even heavier. The problem is that you do not have enough reliable information from where you are. The hardest part of managing care from another city is often not the distance itself, it is the uncertainty. You are trying to understand what is really happening from the phone calls, the short updates, and small clues. Your parent may tell you everything is fine, but you are not always sure what that really means. Is the house still manageable? Are meals happening regularly? Has something changed with their memory, mobility, or their mood? And sometimes your parent may keep concerns quiet because they do not want to worry you. They may want to stay independent. They may be afraid that if they admit that they need more help, decisions will start being made around them. That is important to understand. Your parent may need support, but they also need dignity, privacy, and a sense of control. So the goal is not to take over their life from another city. The goal is to build support around them in a way that helps them remain as safe, comfortable, and respected as possible. And for you, the goal is to have a clearer picture of what is happening so every phone call does not feel like a crisis waiting to happen. This is where families often get stuck. Families often start by asking whether someone can visit their parent. That matters, of course, but for long-distance families, the next question is just as important. How will they know what happened after the visit? When you're arranging care from afar, there are 3 things to look for. First, you need a local point of contact, someone who understands the care, someone you can reach when questions come up, someone who is not just sending a caregiver into the home, but helping the family understand what is changing and what may be needed next. Second, you need consistent documentation, not vague updates, not just the visit went well. You need to know what support was provided, what tasks were completed, and whether anything seemed different or was missed. Third, you need a way for the family to stay connected. That may include virtual consultations, shared updates, schedule visibility, and a way for siblings or other decision makers to see the same information. Because when family members are in different cities, confusion can grow quickly. A shared picture helps reduce that. These are the kinds of questions our long-distance families are often asking. How do I set this up and stay updated if I can't be there in person? One way we support long-distance families is through what we call the family room. The family room gives family members a way to stay connected to the care that is happening in the home. Families can see the care logs from each shift, tasks that have been completed, written updates from the caregiver, the care plan, the schedule, the invoices, and family photos. This matters because long-distance care should not depend only on occasional phone calls or someone trying to remember every detail later. When you can see the care notes and updates, you have a better sense of what is happening between visits, between phone calls, and between trips back to Edmonton. It helps answer one of the biggest fears families carry, whether they would know if something changed. Another concern families often have is trust, and that concern becomes even stronger when you cannot meet everyone in person right away. You may wonder who will be in your parent's home, whether your parent will feel comfortable, and how trust will be built. These are fair questions. Inviting support into a parent's home is personal, and families need to know that care will be handled with patience, respect, and consistency. The first visit may not need to solve everything. Often, the first goal is to begin building familiarity and trust, so support feels less like an intrusion and more like something that fits into their routine. If your parent is in Edmonton and you're trying to coordinate care from another city, Harmony can help you talk through what support may make sense. You do not need to have every answer before reaching out. You may still be unsure what level of care is needed. You may be trying to coordinate with siblings. You may simply need a clearer picture of what is happening at home. Harmony can help explain options, discuss the consultation process, and look at how support could be built around your parents' needs, routine, comfort, and dignity. The goal is not to replace your role as family. The goal is to help you stay connected and informed while your loved one has support nearby. If you're caring for a parent from far away, remember this: distance does not mean that you do not care. It means you need a different kind of care structure, a local point of contact, clear updates, a documented care plan, and a way for your family to stay informed without carrying everything alone. If this video helped, please subscribe and share it with another family who may be walking through something similar. To take that first step and talk directly with our care coordination team here in Edmonton, click the link down in the description box below. Thank you for joining me for The Art of Aging. Until next time, seize the day, embrace the moment, carpe diem.